Look at this.
Oh, give me a second. I'll take a look.
I didn't even have to start it. It started itself.
Nice.
Still need more inserters though.
Oh.
Oh, I see. Need more of these inserters. Yuck. Ooh. Let's put a limit on that. And that. Now I have all of the copper ore, so it won't get backed up. Also, for whatever reason, this one still is not running. Very interesting.
Oh, now that I solved that problem, let me pull your stream back up.
Oh, that's why.
There we go.
Copper.
Copper. Did you ever play any of the Nioh games?
One time I tried to play Nioh 1 on my laptop, and the laptop did not run it.
Ah.
Why is this not working? It should be.
Yeah, 3's pretty cool.
Oh, it's only a 10% chance of making a copper bacteria?
Ouch.
That's crazy. That's a really bad recipe. Most of the time it just makes spoilage. I guess I really should put some. Well, but the moment it makes a single bacteria, the whole chain will start. And then it'll never be needed again. I just want it to work on its own.
Yep.
Make me feel happy.
If only, right?
Yep.
But unfortunately, Gleb is not Vulcanus.
No. I mean, pretty much all the planets, except for Novus, have something equivalent to infinite resources. Which in the case of Gleba, it's like you can literally farm your resources.
Right.
But you need a very complicated setup in order for it to work. Okay, well, this should work eventually. It's just incredibly unlucky. So what I'll do is I'll continue watching it until it does work.
Surely that's how it works.
Also, I used artillery for the first time. It's pretty cool. Okay. What is going on? Oh. This is just a really long research. Okay. Yeah. I'm just doing random infinite researches. Guess I could do steel next. I don't know. I could do mining productivity. Why not?
Mining productivity is always good.
Let me just do up to that. Oh, it all takes the same. Interesting. I'll have to fix my iron on my home planet at some point. Actually, I just had a thought. If I connected this... Oh! That's way better. What the hell? Because then I can set this to like 100. And it'll just toss 100 at it. Yeah, I like that. That's really nice.
Using logistics bots to yeah.
The difference is that I have the chest set to enable or disable based off of how many bacteria there are on the belt. So now there's greater than 10, the chest will turn off. But if there's ever less than 10 bacteria, the chest will turn back on, flooding this with the match. I like that a lot. I'm gonna do the same thing with the other one.
Seems like a pretty good solution.
Yes, I'm pretty happy with it. Bacteria 10.
Oh, this whole zone is blocked off. I see.
Cool. I'm technically wasting some nutrients here, but it doesn't really matter. They would have been spoilage anyways.
It's all free, right?
Yep. Yeah, my nutrients are doing good. What is happening here? Oh. You don't need to be a filter. Wait, no, you do. My bad. Use filters. Need it to be copper. There you go. Straight into the trash. In the future, whenever I do want to actually use the copper, I want it to send copper ore instead of copper bacteria to wherever I need it. Because the bacteria isn't actually usable immediately. It needs to turn into ore first. Which all that takes is a buffer chest and it'll work out. Wonderful. Yeah, in this situation, I'm making a bunch of bioflux and it's all degrading, but I don't care if it degrades. Not particularly. Which, it's like barely even doing that. Or it will eventually. I'm definitely overmaking it, that's for sure. Maybe I'm not. Shit. Either way, it's fine if it degrades. All of the jelly and mash on the belt will decay, for sure. Which I'm fine with.
Gleba is truly the planet of Nurgle.
Yeah. I don't know what that is, but...
Oh, Worm Before Decay. God of rot and decay and plagues and stuff. Excuse me.
What the hell is happening over here? I see. Well, this is an issue. I'm making too much. Which is funny because I'm still not getting enough seeds. Alright.
It's either too much or not enough, or both.
Alright, now I remember why I was doing all the power stuff. It's because I want this space, and the power being right here is really annoying. So... yeah, no, solar sucks on this planet.
Yep.
Get rid of this. You're useless to me, solar panels. I'll just let everything break when my power runs out. There isn't even enough that they would actually break anymore. Great. Now, I can do something like this. Then, what I need to do is I need to hook this up to water. But first I'll just do one of these. Kind of pretending that I have enough.
So how hard is it to get water on Gleba?
It's literally everywhere. Landfill is more pressing to get than water.
Makes sense. Vulcanus is the one that, or is it both Vulcanus and Fulgura make it hard to get water?
It is more difficult to get water on Fulgura, while it is also a massive waste product on Fulgura, which is an odd way to say that. Basically, one of the products of scrap recycling is ice.
Mm-hmm.
but from experience, I've learned that you can't rely on that for all of your power needs. And on Vulcanus, you can turn sulfuric acid into water through have it somewhere around here. Yeah. Calcite and sulfuric acid can turn into steam, and then you can turn the steam into water.
Yeah, I remember that part.
You could also use the steam for turbines.
You can just...
What?
That's mostly what I remember, is you can just route the steam directly into turbines.
Yeah, and it is very strong to do that on Vulcanus. But I set up solar because I felt like it discovered that solar is really nice on Vulcanus. Solar is the strongest on Vulcanus. And there is a lot of space on Vulcanus, so it kind of... Vulcanus power is not really a concern on Vulcanus. That's the root of it. And another thing that's not a concern is resources. And demolishers are not that hard to kill.
So it's fair to say that Vulcanus is probably the easiest of the new planets, right?
I would say so, yeah. I'd say that Gleba's the hardest, although I haven't gone to Aquilo, so I don't know how Aquilo is.
I know that in
And then
Aquilo you have to heat everything.
Yeah. But there's also like other recipes for all the things. Fulgura is not that bad because when you get there, you're like, oh, I need things. Like, I need supplies, and it turns out that you can just get them for free from scrap. Because, like, scrap literally gives you hand over fist blue circuits, LDS, just all the things that you'd want. But then actually, like, properly automating things is a little bit annoying.
Because you have to sort through everything.
Yeah. But it's fine because you can just do a shit ton of logistics bots and it works out. And then, funnily enough, power becomes an issue, which I solved by just using higher level accumulators, high rarity accumulators. So like over here I have accumulators. Yeah, this backed up with uncommon accumulators. Which... that's enough to double the amount that you can store. Which is good enough.
Mm-hmm.
You can see my graph for how close it comes to running out of power at night.
Yeah, it's always
It's
funny.
not that bad. Or during the day, actually. Because the thunderstorms are during night. Anyways, so I've set this up. What this needs is this needs an output. So all of my trash needs to go here. I found that one belt is pretty much good enough for spoilage. Great. Another funny thing is that if you're actually starting to need more power, you're able to just turn all your jelly into rocket fuel. And rocket fuel is really good for power.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which I was doing it before, but when I started burning everything, I stopped needing to. what I want to do here is I want to have this set to enable when temperature is less than 600, and then spread that to all of them. So now all of these will stop taking things from the belt while this is above 600, and then that'll give this time to heat up. I learned this lesson the hard way. It takes the heating towers a really long time to heat up. So if you're ever moving your setup, you should make a new one, heat up that setup, and then delete the new one, or the old one. Don't delete the old one and then set up the new one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because then you'll just be out of power until it eventually heats up. I guess I don't know. That'd be good. What I could do is I could pump everything into tanks. Right?
For storage? Yeah. In theory.
And the purpose of this is so I can move it.
Kind of surprised there's not a science for preservatives.
Preservatives?
Yeah, so you could take like the biological products and preserve them at like, I don't know, call it 75% freshness or something like that.
That could be really interesting.
So then you have like your super optimal builds where you're not using the preservatives and it's 100% fresh, but for your more consistent, just need it to work at all times setups, it's the preserved stuff.
Yeah. Really, that could be really interesting. But there are some issues with that currently existing. One issue is that there's already a setup for... I don't need these anymore. There's already a requirement for like moving things and having them... So there's like the biter eggs. Though. Oh man, I ran out of power. What happened? Oh, I see what happened. That's... Okay, so there's like the spider eggs. Those are used for the late game science. And that, the whole logistics around that is moving the things before they spoil. And being able to preserve them would kind of break that quite a bit. So unless if you could preserve them at like 5%, it would just make the whole system a lot weaker. So, perhaps.
I see.
But I feel like it'd be interesting, like if certain recipes you could use preserved on. That would be really nice.
Well, that's the theory, right?
But that just gets a bit more complicated and annoying. When it's already pretty frustrating to figure out.
It's true, but also in real life, you know, like one of the biggest reasons we have so much abundance is because of preservatives. So I was thinking, like, hey, you know, maybe not every biological product, but some of the most commonly used ones, like Bioflux and stuff like that.
Yeah. But Bioflux actually is the preservative in the game.
Doesn't it spoil?
It does, but it has the longest time that it can last.
Oh, I see.
Normal quality Bioflux at 100% freshness lasts 2 hours. And that is the longest of everything.
Okay. What about, say, the uncommon Bioflux?
I think it goes up by like 30 minutes for each rarity.
I mean, it's better than nothing.
Yeah. So basically the whole idea is that if you want some Bioflux, or like if you want the labs, or what are they called?
The biolabs?
Yeah, the biochambers. If you want those on a different planet, you would send Bioflux to that planet to be able to power them. And then you would turn it into nutrients there. Which I don't know what recipes you would actually care about. Or I guess there's better cracking recipes. There's a better rocket fuel recipe. You technically can do the copper cultivation on a different planet using Bioflux. It would just take a lot of Bioflux.
That's funny.
There's a different lubricants recipe, but I don't really care about this one, honestly. Because on every other planet you can just get oil. So I don't see this... Or actually, this takes jelly. Never mind, you can't do this on other planets.
Okay.
I mean, you could, but it would be annoying. Because the nuts last for 1 hour before you mash them. So that's the timer that you'd be working on. Need to ship things, mash them, and use them before an hour goes up.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah. I mean, it's feasible, but you could also just not do that. Just make lubricant from heavy oil like a normal person. Did this get up to temperature? It didn't. That's fine. The reason why I'm fine with that is because I set up this pipe. The peep. I set up a peep. So what I'll do is I'll just put all these up. These will gradually lose their temperature. All of these will stop working. And then I'll just pick all this up because it's not being used anymore. These, I can just pick them up. And of course I'm out of power. I'll just place these here. This doesn't have a thing connecting yet. So now everything's powered. Very good. And these should get up to temperature before that runs out. That's my guess.
You ever have one of those moments where you're like, man, might be bad at the game?
Okay, so I want to enable this when the contents when the steam is less than 1000. That's when it'll enable. The reason why I set that is because I want these to empty out. Which will take actually forever. Alright, if I empty out half of these storage tanks, then I'll have more space. That's crazy. All of this is being powered by a single biochamber making nutrients. Which means I'll probably need to set up another one. Or a few, I don't know.
Well, eventually,
Figure it
right?
out. Yeah. It's a little bit annoying. Alright, these are basically empty. Now these are gonna empty out and I'll have my space back.
Yes.
was it's funny. Earlier, I left for Novice to fix some biter issues,
Mm-hmm.
and before I left, I set up a bunch of Tesla towers. Because the thought was, what if some stompers come and destroy everything? I want the Tesla towers to kill the stompers.
Right.
And I just kind of put them everywhere, and then I left. And then when I went to check back on my Globo base, I was like, alright, I want to go like set things up remotely. Like, I have some blocks, so it'll be doable. And everything was out of power. I was like, huh, that's annoying. Everything's out of power. Well, I have solar panels, so during the day something will trickle up and I'll be able to fix things. And then I realized that it was day, and the solar panels were simply not generating enough power for anything to move.
Right.
I was like, what the heck is going on here?
The Tesla towers are eating all your electricity.
Yeah. It's like a Tesla tower that's off consumes 1 megawatt.
Oh god.
Just like,
not even running, just existing.
yeah, and I had like 40 down or something. And like right now I'm using 20 megawatts total. But at that point I didn't even have a setup that was capable of supporting like 10.
Ooh.
So it's just like, oh, yeah, nothing's gonna work while this is like this. So I just kind of left it like that until I flew back. I did realize that you don't need to care about the things until they start expanding a bunch, similar to biters. But also, the spore clouds come from the trees that you grow, not from your machines.
I see.
So, the more trees you're farming, the more your spore cloud will grow.
Wait, spore cloud, not pollution?
Yeah.
Huh.
But at the time I had turned off all of my production, so I wasn't producing the spore cloud at all. So it just didn't matter. Okay. I have iron, I have copper. I'm wasting both of them. My power is still... well, it's getting there. It'll get there eventually. I should probably set up some rocket fuel. So that when I eventually am consuming all of my resources, it won't turn my base off.
Mm-hmm.
Rocket fuel's so cheap on Globo. Alright. Okay, these are empty. Alright. What do I want to produce?
Good question.
Let's look at some recipes. make rocket fuel or the rest of blue circuits. Enough for a single rocket. So how many blue circuits will one rocket take? Or per second. This is 0.71 blue circuits per second. So, I need to make a factory on Gleba that makes 0.71 blue circuits per second. That sounds difficult. I think the limiting factor is how many resources I'm actually making, not actually making the factory. But I think what I'll do is I'll make the factory and then try to fix the limiting factor. I feel like killing some monsters. I'm gonna go kill some monsters. They die. And I harvest their eggs. Kind of reminds me of the original Factorio science. Or one of the sciences, you needed to kill biter nests.
Yeah, the alien science.
Yeah. I know, it's just part of the game. I don't know how this works, but the Tesla gun, I think it slows down the stompers, and it makes them way easier to kill.
Probably, I think the same thing would happen if you were hit with a lightning gun. Whole nervous system might go like, hey, that's a lot of electricity running through the system right now.
Yeah, now that you mention it. I have an evolution factor of 0.32 on Gleba. I don't know what the breakpoints are. I'm guessing what I'll do is I'll set up a combination of artillery. Like, it's gonna be artillery outposts that have Tesla turrets protecting them. And I think what I'll do is I'll set it up to sense if there are stompers nearby, and when there are, it'll turn the Tesla turrets on, but otherwise it'll keep them off to save power. And then the whole idea is that the artillery will just hit any nests that get within range, which will make the stompers come stomping. And then the Tesla towers will fend off the stompers. It's that or just stay on Gleba forever. Never go to Aquilo. I guess there's also Spidertrons. Although I think you'd still... Yeah, you'd still need the Tesla towers.
Spider-Trons can
the
be
spider...
activated
Oh
like
no,
tanks,
you can
right?
put rockets in them. I don't know how that works. What's the technology for that? Spider-Tron. Oh. Maybe you can just put rockets in them and it's fine. Interesting. Yeah. Because it takes a rocket turret to make them? Okay. Yeah, never mind. You can just use Spider-Trons to kill them. Because rockets are pretty effective, to my knowledge. They're not perfect as defense, but they're good enough as if you put them in Spider-Trons, for sure.
I thought the Stompers had like a 50% damage reduction to explosives.
Yeah, but compared to other damage sources, that's pretty good. Right. And I got all those biter eggs. Or the... I got all their eggs, so I can use them to make more biochambers. Because why not?
Why not, indeed?
Can't have too many biochambers, right? Well, I really can't imagine using all of these.
I mean, you say you can't have too many biochambers, but I'm sure there's some sort of hard limit somewhere.
Interesting. So this one biochamber, the reason why it's not producing fully is because the inserters can't remove from it fast enough.
Uh-oh.
Interesting. I never would have considered that as a limit. Although that doesn't make sense. I feel like it should be able to. Oh wait, no, it's because I'm immediately splitting it in two. Yeah, it can. It also doesn't need this much speed, I've realized. Yeah, there's actually no reason to have speed modules on that thing. Because even with full productivity, it's still producing 41 per second. And the belt can only support 30. So it just didn't matter. I could upgrade my belts. Which might actually be a good idea for like right here. Like just right here will actually make a huge difference. And then I can put some speed on it. And this speed will actually matter. Yeah.
Yes.
Because now it's doing 45 per second. Split in two directions. And it's fine that it's split in two directions because that just means that because the left is backing up instantly.
Mm-hmm.
Or it already was backing up instantly. Who am I kidding? I didn't change anything. The hell? It feels different, okay?
生きてるやつがいたか。失礼するぜ。
ハイジに潜む忍びがいると聞いたが、あやかしだらけではないか。
Team?
Oh, interesting.
What's up?
There was a
すでに武田の手が回ったか。
ninjutsu item that would put poison on your weapon in Nioh 1 and Nioh 2. And it looks like they've moved it to just a regular consumable item.
Interesting.
Which makes a lot of sense. He's found Nioh 3 set up.
Right here. I increased the 3 buff a little bit. Although, one thing that I've just learned is that one biochamber can produce a shit ton of new versions if you just use speed modules. So what it actually turns into is how many you can take out instead of how many you can make.
I think that's funny.
Yeah. Which, funnily enough, on Limbo, one of the researchers you gave this to stacking servers.
It's
Which the stacking servers.
oh, stack inserters.
If I go over to them real quick. Stack inserters. You can see that it can have a hand size of 16. And that is more than the bulk inserter. But also, instead of placing all of them one at a time, it'll just place, or yeah, all of them one at a time, it'll place a whole stack. Meaning the belt suddenly is able to move way faster.
Right. But aren't you limited by the stack size of the belt?
The stack size of the belt.
I was under the impression belts could only stack so many items.
It does seem that way to me. Looking at it. So it looks like here, just unlocking stack inserters, it gives you +1 capacity. And then there's an infinite research after that. That'll increase the capacity. Or, it doesn't seem like an infinite research, but it seems like a couple. And one of the researches makes it so that normal inserters can start placing stacks. Or no, they can't place stacks, but they can have more capacity, I guess.
Yeah, it's something, right?
I don't know. It's something. Yeah. Either way, stack inserters strong. That's one of the things that you get from Bubba.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I am pretty happy with this. Everything should be getting powered at some rate. I have some bioflux that's rotting on the belt, and that's fine. Because I have an inserter to take care of that. It's not a big deal at all. Okay. Let's...
Just imagining someone proudly proclaiming that they're a throughput maxer.
Yeah. It is really annoying how many trees there are on Loba. And they don't serve a purpose like they do on Novice.
Yeah, most of them don't even give wood.
Yeah. They give spoilage. Yeah. Right now the only Tesla turret that I have is set up next to my biochamber production.
Mm-hmm.
Just in case, for whatever reason, it stops working. My agents that I put in there start attacking things. I guess it's not possible for products. But I'm normally out of them anyway. Since I have it fully set up for only hand feeding. Okay. I do recommend the mech suit. It's pretty cool. So, the blue circuits. I just want to power a single rocket. So I need 0.71 blue circuits. So I think I'll aim for just one blue circuit a second. Call it good. So, for that, I want one of these. I want to set it to blue. And it needs to have these in there. And that can do 0.18. So then what I need and steel. I should set up steel production for this planet.
Seems like a reference to something, but I don't know what.
What?
The flint and steel thing?
Oh, it's a Minecraft movie reference.
Ah.
Never seen it, but I think it's funny.
I've also never seen it.
This is copper. Cool. Now that I think about it, making just one belt of iron or copper is actually a lot.
Like one red belt or just one belt in general?
One red belt. Which, actually it's not doing that. Why
One
not?
red belt is like what, 60 items per second?
It's a 30.
30?
Why is this producing less than I thought it should be? 1, 2, 3. We'll see. 7 times 2 is 14. So it should be making 28 per second. But for some reason, this red belt isn't... no, it is saturating. Or is it? Shit. It doesn't seem like it is. If I do that, does this keep up? That's fine. this should answer my question. It isn't saturating it. Oh, well, I am using some. Maybe that's part of why. Well, I can always just make another one if I need it. Yeah, that's fine. But the reason why I say that one belt is quite a lot is because on the home planet, I'm only making 2 blue belts worth of copper, and that feeds everything very handily. And the reason is because of the Vulcanus foundries.
Right.
And then just shipping in calcite. So, 1 red belt of iron is actually like more than that in actual materials because of how it ends up working out. Right. Get to have fun with all this nonsense. Okay. Blue. It needs red and green. You put production modules or productivity modules inside the machine, and then you put speed modules inside the beacons. Because the machines cannot have, or the beacons cannot do productivity modules.
Wonder why that is.
It's I don't know. Simplify math, I guess. So I only need 2 of these blue circuits assemblers, or magnetic plants. So that is good. To feed these, do one of those. Okay, so I need like 12 green circuits per second, which means that I only need, like, I guess I should calculate the red circuits. I need like 1.5 red circuits per second. So 2 red circuits will be enough for that. So I think I'll do something like that. Man, you ever hear a song on like a playlist or something, and it's just like not your jam?
Yep.
But it keeps coming up enough times that you end up just liking it?
No.
I'm having one of those moments right now. A little odd.
When a song comes on and it's not my jam, I skip it. And if it keeps coming on, I start questioning the intentions of the algorithm.
It's not like I disliked the song at first. It was just like, well, this is a little repetitive. But the more it came on, the more I was like, actually, you know what? I kind of like this. This is not bad.
Oh, that's a mega buff for this set.
Okay. So 12 for the blue. And then 2 for the red. So that's 14. So 2 green will be enough. Man. Electromagnetic plants go hard. I need a single one of these to fit in there. Theirs is more efficient designs, but usually what I default is just using a single beacon. And then calculate everything based off that. Because one beacon makes a huge difference.
Hey, if it works, don't. It's that easy.
They also made it so you get the most value out of a single beacon, and you get diminishing returns the more you put. They changed that. It used to be the more beacons, the better. So now, it might not be the best setup to only have one beacon, but it's a really good one, and that's good enough for me. So I can make stuff like this where it's just kind of all spaghettied together and it works really well. And the one beacon just ties it all in. Which, for reference, without any modules, an electromagnetic plant will make 0.3 joules per second. With productivity modules, it'll make 0.18, which is less because productivity modules actually slow it down. But then with a speed module, or a speed beacon, it suddenly jumps to 0.5 with the productivity modules inside of it, which is a lot. Hence why I like it so much.
助かったよ。どうも、武田勢の不況を買っち
And
まっ
that's
たよ
only with one speed
一
beacon.
つ提案だ。武田のあやかしなら、あんたにとっても敵だろう。
That's just insane.
ここは京都と行かないか。どこかにこいつ
It's
らの
actually
親
better
玉
to
がいるは
have
ず
a
だ。
single speed beacon than to put 4 speed modules into a machine.
Makes sense.
大方、俺のことを
And
武
the
田の
beacon
忍びとで
itself
も思っ
only
てたんだろう。
consumes
あやかしの痕跡を
megawatt,
調べてただけで、
and the
徳川兵
actual
が手を出
power
していない
drain comes from
にしても、俺の元にたどり着くとは、なんか
the
相当
speeding. The beacons make the machines draw more energy by going. So that's where the actual power draw from the beacons comes from. How do I want to do this? So my red circuits need plastic, right? I'm thinking I do a really ghetto setup where I just do that. And then poof, they have all the plastic that they'll ever need. And they're the only thing in the setup that needs plastic. Pretty cool, huh? What next? Iron and copper. So I think the way that I'll deal with the iron and the copper is I'll just have this, because actually they could just be on one belt each. One side only needs like 14 copper wire. Actually, check out this ratio. So, one electromagnetic plant will make 7.2 copper wire, and it'll drain 2 per second, 2 copper per second, which is very cheap. So for 14 on a side, I only need 2 of them. Then what I can do is iron iron will go on the inside, and then copper wire will be pumped onto the outside here. This one has stack inserters, I believe. Actually, it doesn't, because it's only 7.2. Blue inserters will actually work for that. Or they would, but I'll use a stack inserter anyways. What's up?
So you know, like Diablo loot goblins? Diablo 3
Yeah.
onward loot goblins? The version of that for Nioh is Kappas. And I found one, and it phased through the wall to the other side. So I had to run through the building to get to the other side, and then take it out. Loot.
Crazy. Frickin' trees. Stop being in the way. Okay.
どこに行くんだおいどこに行くんだ俺はここに残るぜ
Move this like here or something.
よし行くぞ
Excuse me.
You are blessed. This looks a little goofy. But I swear, perfectly fine. So, this outside will be copper. The inside will be a mix of iron and copper wire. Actually, I could have just set that copper. I can just send both the copper and the iron straight down the middle. How that I'm looking at it. Because it uses hardly any. Oh wait, how much does it need? Oh, even less. Yeah, I can just send both the copper and the iron straight down the middle. So that's cool.
徳川と武田双方の様子を探るべくこの廃村に身を潜めてた。武田の面妖な軍勢を見ただろう。北条と武田は盟友ゆえ寺師は約定をたがえることになるが部下の敵撃たねば風魔の名が廃るってもんだ。徳川に組みするつもりは毛頭ないが借りができたな。例代わりに手合わせなら歓迎するぞ。風魔の技見たけりゃ相手になるぜ。おう、あんたか手合わせだろう。約束とは言ったがそれじゃ修練。
Wait. It needs 16 copper wire per second? That's kind of a lot. The hell? That is more than I expected. Oh, did I do the math wrong? Oh, dang it. Alright. Let me just delete all of this so I have a clean slate. I accidentally did math off of the wrong numbers. Okay, let me just redo some math. This requires 1.5. This creates like 1.6. So that's more than enough. These two, so there's 2 of these and 2 of these. So you do 12 plus 2 is 14. One of these makes 10, so 2 of them would make 20, which is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that these don't even need to be fully powered, now that I'm looking at it.
Alright, I'm gonna pause this for a moment and go get the rest of my coffee. Be back in a moment. Also made sure to grab another cough drop while I was there. How do I run this person out?
I'll put priority right next. Grab this. It's beautiful. Look at these belts. So now, what I want to do, this is another cool thing about the foundries, is that the side that you pull things in does not matter.
Really?
Yeah, just like everything else. Crazy, huh? Side well, look at that revelation. Guess I needed that in my life. Didn't have it before, have it now. It's important. I'm a genius. I, without thinking, put a gap in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I started thinking about what it needed, I remembered that calcite is important. And this middle happens to be perfect for calcite. Calculated, huh? Ah, look at that. Got calcite coming in now. So now I want one side to be iron and the other side to be copper. Very cool. Those. Wonderful. And then put some productivity modules in them. The productivity modules are OP. Alright. Now, these probably already produce way more than I need. So the iron sucks up 37, and without speed modules, one of these makes 65. And then the copper sucks up 37 as well. The copper makes 65. Nice. So even without speed modules, this is very juiced. And then with speed modules, it's just OP. All right. Holy, doesn't that look beautiful?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't put in the inserters yet. Sucks down. Oh, this will actually take up the whole belt. That's insane. Just these four.
Mm-hmm.
Because each of these sucks down like 10 iron ore per second. Except with the copper ones, they suck down 10. That. Button. Nice. Juice. I'm loving it. Now one fun thing that I can do.
This axe is silly. Might just be axes. Axes might just be silly in this game.
Always a possibility.
So れにしても家康ってのは随分手だれを揃えてるな。なかなか見る目のある殿様だ。敵には回したくないもんだな。
Right.
Oh, there's a Sudama merchant over there.
Now I can store all my ore in tanks. Pretty cool. Okay. And this is missing one thing. No, it's so ugly. I hate it when this happens. I wish that there was a... it doesn't matter. It's just not symmetrical.
Reminds me of that that boss from BioShock. Did you ever play BioShock 1?
My mom took it away from me because it was too violent.
Alright.
Very goofy, I know.
Yeah. There was a boss who's a plastic surgeon. And when you show up, he looks at you and he's like, "You're ugly! Ugly! Ugly!" And he starts flipping out. It's hilarious.
Wait a second, I don't even need this. I got a Vulcanist build for a second. I forgot that,
Just building Vulcanus on Gleba.
yeah. When you're making ore from lava, it produces stone as a byproduct. But when you're doing it from ore, it doesn't do that. So I was setting up for that. And then I had to make my build look ugly because of it. And then I realized, wait, I don't need to do that. Because I'm not on Vulcanus. Haha, my build can look beautiful again. Yay. So what's crazy about this is that it's actually not. Oh, I'm out of power. That's why. No wonder. Okay, what part of my power is not doing well? It's just the turbines. I don't have enough. Okay. That's going to be a reoccurring problem.
Let's construct additional pylons.
Yes. You know it. Turbines. Okay. It is time. Man. What? There's so many good songs I didn't know about. Okay. I need twice as much power as I have right now.
Uh-oh.
At least. Which is pretty reasonable. How will I accomplish this? I will begin auto crafting. Dun dun dun. Look at that. Wow. It's too much. I placed it and then it occurred to me that I don't have inserters. It's like, wait a second. Okay. Couple things that need to be automated first. Inserters.
You're just automating a full setup on Glebo. That's funny.
Well, I did this on every planet.
Oh, I see.
I've been procrastinating.
It's still funny to me.
This is how you play the game, really.
That's how you know I've been looking too much at friggin' speedrunners and crap. Where they're like, yeah, I'm just gonna ship in a nuclear reactor to make this happen.
Yeah.
I need to heat all these buildings on Aquilo. Nuclear reactor will solve that.
Yeah. Alright. We've got some pipe automation going. Alright, this needs recipes. Need one of these. Right there will be. That needs copper. Auto crafting goes hard.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay.
And this is all just so I can get a trickle of turbines. And once I get enough turbines, then my power supply will be good. Now, next thing that I want. How interesting.
Always been curious. It's supposed to be pronounced turbine or turbine?
I don't know.
These are the questions that keep me up at night. I mean, other than work. Or...
Turbine sounds more correct to me.
Yeah, but it's spelled Turbine.
Yes.
So based upon the rules of English, it should be turbine.
But turbine sounds more correct. No, turbine's a different word, isn't it?
I don't know.
So it'd make more sense to say turbine. Like, just logically, but might not be correct.
You know what? Where's my phone? I'm gonna look this shit up. Let's see here. I think I've got the dictionary.
The dictionary.
The dictionary. Oh, this is terrible. Okay, never mind. Interwebs. Dictionary.com. Turbine.
Copper and steel. Copper, steel pipes.
Hold up. Okay. According to the dictionary, both are accurate, which is hilarious to me.
Should have expected it.
Yeah, so much for English being consistent anywhere in life.
Yeah.
Which
Still
is
like the language quite a bit, all things considered.
It's the only one I know. I mean, can't complain.
Whenever I meet someone who doesn't know it, they're inherently at a disadvantage.
Yep.
Okay. Even now that my inserters are starting to work at full speed, I am clearly running low on temperature. Each of these can generate 16 megawatts, meaning 3 is 45, and I am currently draining 100 megawatts. Okay, so let's do 200 divided by 16. 200 divided by 16 is 12.5. So if I want to power my base purely off of these, I need 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. There we go. Finally, I go over here. Heating tower. Now I will have heating towers automated, and eventually they'll be crafted.
Okay. Oh, I don't have the spirit vein for that. Awkward. Or guardian spirit, whatever.
Right. My guess is that I will need rocket fuel. Okay. So 1 belt for trash, 1 belt for spoilage, and then 1 belt for rocket fuel. And then something like this. I'm out of power. My solution. Rocket fuel.
Are you just out of burnable stuff, or?
It's actually mostly that I'm just drawing too much power, so my burners aren't generating enough heat. And I also added a shit ton of burners all at the same time,
I see.
causing the heat to drop dramatically, putting it into a state where it no longer works. So now I'm hand feeding it rocket fuel until it comes back up to temperature, because I bricked my system.
As long as you know it was you that bricked it, right?
Yeah. Alright. I need so if each of these generates 16 and each of these takes 10, that means for 2 of these I would need 3 of these. So this is more than enough. Cool. Yeah. It looks like it's working again. That's good. It is not working efficiently, but that is chill. What I should do is a 2-to-2 balancer, also known as a single splitter. Gotta love it when that happens. So now I'm treating spoilage the same. I'll do input priority right. Actually, maybe spoilage should be the priority, because spoilage is actually more of an issue. How's this doing? Oh, it's going. That's true. Damn, these are almost full. That's awesome. Make me some copper.
Oh, that door is locked. Unfortunate.
I need steel. I need advanced circuits. Alright. What's going on with these guys? I don't have red. I would like these.
Yeah, if there's anything I don't like about this game is you kind of do have to search every corner.
Yeah.
Because there's like skill points hidden on corpses and inside chests and behind boss fights and behind sub quests and it just keeps going.
Yeah. Right. I've run into a funny issue.
Go on.
My inserters are loading rocket fuel into my pins, meaning that they're not loading scrap or like other stuff. I would prefer that they load in first.
Darn near murked myself.
なんだこのうめき声は。寺の方からか。
ナオトラ様は昔からお美しいままちっとも変わりないわ。
竹千代殿、来てくださったのですね。あやかしの数が多く手を焼いていたところでした。どうかお力添えをいただけないでしょうか。
This needs better logic. Okay. Decider Combinator. My best friend. These things are just too good. Okay. So, if green is equal to 1, do the thing. So they will all turn off for now, because green does not exist. Just chill. Now. Duh. 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 Hold all belts. I believe because there's a splitter here, it will actually not go that far.
Mm-hmm.
And now, what I will do, I want an arithmetic combinator.
Where am I
I already had one.
at? Sorry. Just reached a good point to take a break. I'm gonna stand up and stretch. Be back in a bit.
Yeah.